What's going on, family? This is our weekly overview, as per usual, weekly market overview. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen, show you guys a bit of what I'm seeing, so you guys can have a gist of what I'm seeing throughout this week, what I've kind of verified, not kind of, what I've verified through watching the educators as well, and also my personal opinion in the marketplace, right? So as you guys are seeing my screen, you guys should be able to see AUDUSD right here, and on AUDUSD, I'm gonna keep it short, sweet, simple. Last week I was looking for a nice sell-off that happened here, right? And we got that sell-off, went all the way down, and now we've kind of pulled up all the way to into this area, right? I want to let you guys know, fam, right? I really want everybody to pay attention to this. Right here, we have a 4-hour last up candle, and I know a lot of people are expecting this to pretty much see a reaction here, right? I know a lot of people are expecting to see a reaction right here off of the last up candle before the down move. 4-hour is the obvious thing to do, and then keep selling to go hit these lows, right? That's the obvious thing to do. We've already cleared these lows, right? We've identified we're still in the downtrend as it is. I personally would love to see price come up a little higher as well. Clear the equal highs that are right here, right? As price comes to clear equal highs that are right here, what price will now be able to do for us now in clearing equal highs is going to give us more strength to be able to catch market from up in this area, because this had already cleared a previous liquidity and then bring us lower to the downside, or it could decide to go hit this 50% of this last up candle right above it and then drop off, right? But personally speaking, I'm gonna be looking for price action to play from there. Go ahead and make sure you just identify that area, set an alert, within the vicinity, and then go ahead and plan out an execution. I've set an alert right here just in case anything pops off. I'm gonna go move ahead this alert all the way into this section. That way I can be notified ahead of time for whenever this happens, so I can now take it for lower prices, family. I'm not gonna be more so really teaching on this. I want you guys to really know. I'm just gonna just educate on what I'm seeing, and so you guys can take advantage of this and go ahead and plan your own entries according to what I'm seeing, right? So here, if I jump right away to USDCAD, it did phenomenal things from last week. So overview to this week's overview, I was expecting to either get a reaction if I move to the 2-hour time frame. If you haven't seen last week, just come back into my last market overview. You'll be able to see exactly how that played out. So last week I was looking for a buy from this area right here. We got the buy up. And finally, right? The sell did not just sell off right here. When it sold off right here, we sold off briefly, and we had a quick 30, 40 pips, and then price blew over and reached over to this last up candle for a down move on the 2-hour. If I zoom into the 45-minute, you guys can see this candle, why it reacted. Last up candle before the previous down movement. Great reaction. Personally speaking, I'll be looking over to here. As it reacted, I missed it due to spread or whatnot. And price traded all the way to low. Now, again, this week, we have a last down candle before up move on a 2-hour. Now, guys, don't be surprised if we can easily react right here and now shoot up, right? Personally speaking, that's what I would love to see. I'd love to see price come down right there and just move up from here. That's what I would ideally love to see. But I want us to be realistic with ourselves. Price could come and clear these lows and then make a move. Like last week, it came to that area, gave us a little up move, right? Came reacted within these zones, gave us a little up push before deciding to clear, right? So what may happen is that you may give us that little up push, then decide to clear, and then keep going in our direction. So let's just pay attention, set an alert, make sure you're aware of your zone, that way you can go ahead and take advantage of it. And then we can be taking this up. I'm seeing the US dollar continue to gain strength as of right now. So reaction there, bring us to the upside. And once it's up in these highs, we could potentially see some retracement, and we could potentially even get the 50% of that 2-hour candle, or potentially even reach out higher into these areas right here, guys. So that's more so what I'm saying on USDCAD just to start off the week. This looks really, really promising. Tune into the educators as well. The education will be able to really push you through how I'm viewing things. as well in the marketplace. USDJPY, this was a really good one. I was looking for this at the top, at the top 1200, ended up going just there and reacting, right? I started giving us a sell-off, guys. This sell is still gonna pan out on a daily time frame. We already have this that's right here, right? If you're looking at this, I'm gonna go ahead and use this. You can go ahead and identify this being right here as, last previous up candle before the down movement, potentially getting us an entry right from this zone. If you haven't gotten an entry yet, I would suggest, applying the entries within this area. We already reacted within the open. We can go ahead and react within the 50%, which is 11,700 area. I would love to see it come back there, and I'd be most likely taking an entry if price was to come back there. I don't trade you Jasper normally, but because of just the attention that just because of what I see and where I see this going all the way to these lows, just already fair enough. I see it going all the way just to clear these equal lows down here, right? And potentially even give us that 50%. So just seeing that alone already encourages me to know, okay, you know what? I want to see price at least come down to this point of interest that's down here, react off of there, or just clear the lows as it is right underneath, right? So we're going to be selling from that high, right? Stop loss above the wick, roughly about 39 pips. If you want to reassess this, jump into the 4-hour time frame, reassess it. You may not make it all the way up there, but there's an imbalance there. So already there, that I favor an imbalanced reaction more than anything else. I really favor the imbalanced reaction. So right here, let's say you can catch an entry like this, and your stop loss could be 50%, or your stop loss could be the end of the imbalance, which is pretty much about right around here. It comes up to pretty much the same. The only difference is, instead of entering at 50%, you're entering right here, right? That's the only real difference. All right, guys. So just make sure that you're plugging into that. So either the 50% of that daily candle, or right here. If you guys want to identify it, I would just suggest identify this so you guys have it there. DIC, daily institutional candle. That's why I call it DIC. Call that the daily institutional candle. So just beware, be mindful, and stay patient for this. Right, this one's going to be a really good one. For I believe everyone can take advantage of this and really catch a big bag from it, guys. So let's be patient. Let's rock it out and let's make some money off of these markets, right? So that's for USDJPY. I'm gonna skip to the next. Did I check on AUDUSD yet? Yes, I believe I did. NZDUSD roll really quickly. NZDUSD, same thing here, daily time frame. I'm seeing potentially, equal lows. I would love price to come run equal lows. Pretty much, AU and NU were it's kind of aiming for the same thing. I want it to come to this AU, I want these lows and potentially go ahead and clear here. But this is a strong area, so I believe we're gonna keep respecting this area until we completely blow it out the park. So the same thing goes ahead and applies to NZDUSD, guys. So NZDUSD is currently trading up. Sell down, come back and test, right? Following structure, creating a lower high right here. By creating a lower high, we can now see more lower prices come into the play. Now, if you want to go ahead and reassess that whole zone, you can go ahead and see here. We got like pretty much here a 4-hour last up candle before the down movement, highlighting it in gold, just to show you where you can reassess it and adjust your stop loss. So that's maybe a 36. Instead of a 36 pip stop loss, you can go ahead and reassess it and grab the 50% of that specific area, and just really assess a 20 pip entry with great risk to reward, and then just take price where it needs to go from there, right? Bring in a lower as well, clearing equal lows, great risk to reward, and quicken out in with the bag, right? So that's what I'm seeing right now on NZDUSD. I really want us to come to these lows and potentially just blow it over and clear those lows. So let's be patient for this. This is really a nice optimum setup. If ever we get blown over, just go ahead and enter off of the 50%. So entry right now would be up, and that would be ending at 50. And then if you enter off 50%, your stop loss will be right above this wick, right? So just keep that in mind really quickly for you guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and move right into gold really quickly. Then I'm gonna go ahead into the pounds, and I'm gonna call it a day for y'all. Right. So gold, really quickly, what I'm seeing on gold, definitely like gold, we can see lower prices. We see this big wick here, you know, just sitting there, just waiting for something to happen, right? Gold has a mind of its own, and it's gonna respond as it sees fit, right? So we got equal lows here. I'm already seeing potential of this equal lows getting cleared as possible, but also for the time being, we are maintaining this, right? We're maintaining an area. Price does not seem to want to come and clear this as of yet. But as you jump down to lower time frames, you know, you go from the daily to 4-hour, you see prices already reacting off of this last up candle for the down move. As price reacts here, we're getting a small retracement. I'm personally looking to see price come retrace down into this. I'm gonna switch over to 2-hour, 1-hour. You guys can see price retracing into this, and you know, we can get like a imbalance within this price, right? Reaction, and then bringing us up all the way into this wick that happened in previous weeks, right? If we blow past this, just see, we want to see price maintain this. That's only in the event that we don't, like, you know, because all I want is for this price to come create a higher low, push us up higher for us to get an entry up top off of 1780, and potentially we can even see price keep blowing over up above higher, because, you know, just seeing it as it is, it only makes sense, right? There's a lot more liquidity up there to be cleared. It makes sense for certain things to happen without any point of notice. So keep this in mind. We have a big imbalance here. I've identified an imbalance that we have here within this price. So price comes here, clears the lows, higher low forms at 1744. That would be beautiful. If not, you're gonna have to be looking within that 1730, 1735 right here, right? So and all in all, I would just suggest send alert, right? Send an alert. That way you don't have to, you know, think twice, or whatever the case may be. You're going to be prepared for whatever they try you, right? So definitely send an alert, guys. So this is currently what I'm seeing right now on gold. I'm going to move over to the pound pairs. Move over to the pound pairs where my color yellow's at. Hold on, perfect. The green's not yellow. So here on GBPJPY, personally speaking, I'm still looking for this big fat sell that's up above here. You know, I'm looking for price to come back and test that area, and then give us more downside, of course, and go ahead and clear this lows. So far, we came in last week, we tested this area, blew this out, then made that initial movement that I was looking at for you guys when I dropped in the different chats. So definitely, right? And if you're not in the chats, you can go ahead and find the chats. Click the link on my bio. You're gonna see Trade with Ralph. I just personally just update my trades on there and share my insight of what I'm seeing in the marketplace, just so I can give myself feedback, and at the same time, it gets to help you guys view what I'm seeing in the marketplace as well, right? So right here, if I go back on a 2-hour, I'm seeing a last down candle that has not been tested right here, and there's no wick to this. So that means there's chance for price to come back and test this and bring us all the way up into these imbalance plays, and potentially back to entry, right? So that's a good 200 pip movement. I'm looking for price to come back in here, 49,550, 49,522. 149,522, excuse me. Stop loss below the lows in the wick, and taking price all the way up, clearing this high, and just all this liquidity that's gonna go grab is gonna be very, very lucrative for us to now go ahead and catch this nice sell-off. As you know, that this sell-off can really go to the floor, right? So don't miss out on this. If you have to zoom into a premium price, zoom in. Like right here, there's an imbalance as well. So guys, I believe the 50% is going to get hit, but if not, I have an entry for 50 in the opening. I'm just going to divide my risk to make sure I conquer, right? What you can also do is like reduce this risk 50%, and if it makes it there, great. If it doesn't make it there, perfect. You can be able to have a high risk to reward trade idea without you having to necessarily risk too much, right? That's where it gets really a lot of fun. So here on GBPCHF, prior to last week, we had a few members within the Wealth Empire family looking at this themselves, right? And that's what brought it to my attention. So right now, I believe this was a 2-hour chart? A 2-hour chart, yes. A 2-hour chart, last up candle for a down move. I drew my fibs from the high to the low point, highest point to low point. And then now I'm just waiting for a retracement back up into this area for me to now catch a sell-off. Now, in the event that price decides to come down here first and hold this area, right? What I'll be doing, either it comes to right here, or it comes to this area of price, right? At that point in time, just like the same way we're using the fibs, I want to go ahead and be looking to make an execution from here, taking it up, right? And then I'll continue to sell off overall trend, so we can keep downtrending in full the course of the marketplace, right? But that's what I'm seeing on GBPCHF. If you guys want to tie this stop, feel free to dial down to the that 1 hour, at 30 minutes. You guys can have those optimum entries. So right here, I'm going to move along into the USD. These are things that these are all moves that are going to be happening like right now as we move into Monday, Tuesday. So be sure to be mindful and pay attention, especially as we're now going into London session. So now I'll go ahead and GBPNZD. So GBPNZD looks smooth. So I'm going to go on a 2-hour time frame, 30 minutes. I'm not going to be explaining too much of what's going on here. So just to flip fibs from the high point here to this low point here. I've identified equal lows here, equal lows. This is places where price can go ahead and target and clear liquidity. In this case, the equal lows right here. I would like to see price come back and test 50% of this last part up candle for the down move. Opening price has been tested, but mind you, it could come back and test the opening price again and then leave, right? So mind you, that could happen again. So just be mindful of these entries, and let price do what price needs to do. So that's already like you risking 1 apple for you to obtain 7 apples, right? 1 apple for you to obtain what? This target is 11 apples. Then the next target is gonna be absolutely bonkers, which is pretty much another liquidity point, which is literally 232 pips, right? 1 apple for 15 apples. Simple as that, right? Now going ahead, let's move along with this. What other pair that I have ready for you guys? For the time being, GBPCAD as it is, I don't have much on it, but I definitely know how this baby works out. As we're gonna probably keep selling, as I'm seeing here, equal lows are about to get cleared here. If an event they do get cleared here really quickly, before the retracement happens, then we're gonna forget it. But if not, right here, I'm seeing a nice, beautiful imbalance in the 4-hour. It's a clean one too, like it's clean, straight to the point, it's concise. So that would be something very lucrative to take advantage of, right? As you take advantage of this, you can see a reaction within this zone. It could be a lower high, and then more downside, right? So don't downplay it. And over here as well, we have a point of interest that could be really, really fruitful for anyone to take advantage of. So right here on the 2-hour, I'm just waiting for a retracement up. This is not the prettiest one, but I want to see price, go from a high point to the low point. And I'm going to go ahead and change my fibs on the settings so you guys can kind of see what I'm seeing. Price comes back in there, retraces 71, 78.6, 88.6, and sell off, right? It's not just right here on the 50%. I'll be just fine with it too, right? So let's see how price reacts, right? Fibs is correlating pretty well. So I'd like to see either this right here, or let's go ahead and see this right here, right? So either or would be beautiful. It would be to our advantage. It would be phenomenal. NZDUSD, we just spoke about this. GBPCHF, GJ, we spoke about it. So right here, GBPAUD, right? GBPAUD, similar thing. Last part up candle for a down move. This is what I'm seeing right now. Missed that move up there last week, so I'm not gonna miss this move. So retracement back up 71%, or opening price to the fibs and then just drop off, right? So just so you guys have a visual representation, ladies and gentlemen, boom. right? 50% of the zone. You guys can go ahead and pause, play this, and go ahead and reproduce what you see on my chart. One thing that helped me learn and grasp these things a lot. Yes, I could copy and paste, seeing okay, green number TP, red number is stop loss. But being able to go on the charts and assess the information yourself, there's nothing better than this skill set as a whole, right? So definitely go ahead and just use what you have to advantage. So which one was that real quickly that was on? I believe that was GBPUSD. That's what I'm on GBPUSD right here. Opening price 50%. If we get clapped there, give yourself another chance. That's how I trade, right? At 50%, risk 1% on this position and another 1% on the other, or 2%, as you see fit. As long as you're not risking more than 3% per trade, you're good to go, right? So now I'm gonna move over to XPX. I haven't marked this in some time now. So go ahead, a 4-hour time frame XPX. I like to see XPX from a daily and a 4-hour standpoint. I don't like to play with a rah-rah on 15 and all that, right? So as it is, equal highs are here. I like to see price retrace back into this area and that area for now for a nice general sell, right? That's really all it's all about, right? Honestly speaking, I'm just grateful that you guys can see this, take advantage of this, and in the event you guys are wondering, what are these golden areas? So when you zoom in for a more refined entry, you guys can see that 1 hour last up for the down move, and you guys can now go ahead and snipe your entry, put your long position, your in this case your short position, and stop above the high, short position, stop above the high, and then sell it all the way back down right here, because price is gonna do its thing, and it's gonna hurt some people, right? Excuse me, guys. Price is gonna do its thing, and it's really gonna hurt some people. So definitely, price always looks to go for the max pain. So definitely, I'm gonna be looking for retracement, reaction, perfect reaction here. Either the opening price, the wick, or the 50%. So don't forget that, guys. Opening price, the wick, or the 50% for us to grab an entry. If you're not quite sure, go back and tune into one of my last YouTube videos I made, which was Forex Secrets, my brother Jason and the Wealth Empire family. So definitely, I believe from there you guys can be able to really take advantage of this and really tap in with it. So this is where I want to be able to see entries. This is where I would also assess for great entries, and this is more so if it goes a bit too far, I'm gonna assess it like that. And if you drew your fibs from this high to this low, you guys are gonna notice that fib correlation is not a joke, right? It's not a joke. Where those are within the zones, right? It's really not a joke. So definitely, I'm excited for this coming week. There's a lot of money to be made this week, guys. Don't sleep. You gotta watch this again. Watch it again, because I try to take a bit more of my time, really speak. And I've noticed I was speaking really fast on the previous one, and I want to make sure you guys are able to just grasp this and take advantage of it, right? So on that note, guys, you guys have a phenomenal week. Happy trading, and let's go ahead and get it. Let's crush this. Anything regarding crypto, send me a private message, anything of the such, and I can help you maybe grow your portfolio. It's not just about investing. You can also trade crypto. You can mine crypto, and you can have also miners for cryptos generating revenue all the time, right? So on that note, guys, stay safe. Peace out, guys.